Imagine the universe as a vast, churning ocean. Galaxies swirl and stars ignite, all within this cosmic sea. Now picture our present moment not as solid ground, but as the crest of a wave, a fleeting, frothy peak on the ocean's surface. This is the essence of our existence, a continuous ride on the ever-changing now. This foam of the present is built upon something even stranger, quantum foam. Imagine a subatomic sea of possibilities where particles flicker in and out of existence. This is the quantum realm, a place of constant fluctuation and potential. Our reality, our present, emerges from this chaotic sea. Just as a wave rises from the ocean depths, our present moment arises from the quantum foam. It's a fleeting glimpse into the possible, a temporary crystallization of the uncertain. And just like a wave, our present is constantly moving, always changing, never the same from one instant to the next. We are, in a sense, cosmic surfers, riding this wave of the present moment, forever navigating the dynamic flux of the universe. We often think of gravity as a force, something that pulls us down, but there's a more profound way to understand it. Gravity is a field, an omnipresent influence that shapes the fabric of space-time itself. Imagine a giant conveyor belt. This belt represents space-time, the very fabric of the universe. Objects with mass, like stars and planets, create dips in this belt, like heavy objects placed on a trampoline. These dips are what we experience as gravity. Objects aren't being pulled down by a force. Instead, they're simply following the curves of space-time created by the presence of mass. It's a more elegant and accurate way to understand this fundamental force, just as gravity shapes the universe on a grand scale. It also influences our experience of the present. Our bodies, our thoughts, our very perceptions are all subject to the subtle curvature of space-time. Think of the present as a shock wave, or a bubble that's constantly expanding through the universe. This bubble represents the boundary between what has happened and what has yet to be determined. Inside this bubble, within this thin sliver of now, quantum possibilities collapse into the concrete reality we experience. It's here that the wave function collapses, transforming uncertainty into actuality. This process is happening constantly, everywhere around us and within us. Our senses, our instruments, they all capture a snapshot of this ever-evolving present. They record the momentary arrangement of particles that make up our reality. But remember, this reality is fleeting, constantly being refreshed from the quantum wellspring. The past is gone, absorbed back into the foam. The future is a sea of possibilities. All we truly have is this ephemeral present moment, a bubble of reality in the vast cosmic ocean. Here's a mind-bending concept. Our brains might play a role in collapsing quantum possibilities. Our attention, our focus, acts as a kind of quantum collapse agent. What we choose to observe, to focus on, influences what becomes real in our personal experience. Think about it. When you pay attention to something, you're directing your brain's resources towards amplifying certain signals and filtering out others. This act of focusing might have a direct impact on the quantum realm, shaping the very fabric of your reality. This is where ideas like mindfulness and breathwork come into play. By calming the mind and focusing our attention, we gain a degree of influence over our experience of the present. We become more aware of the wave we're surfing, and perhaps even how to steer it. Just as a skilled photographer chooses their subject and framing, our minds can choose where to direct our attention, shaping our perception of the present moment. We are not passive observers in this quantum dance, but active participants. If the universe is an ocean and the present is a wave, then mastering our attention is akin to learning to surf. A skilled surfer doesn't fight the ocean, but rather learns to ride its rhythms, to flow with its energy. Similarly, by cultivating mindfulness, we can learn to navigate the waves of thought, emotion and sensation that make up our experience of the present. We can learn to ride these waves with grace and skill, rather than being tossed about by them. Remember, gravity isn't a force pulling us down, but a field shaping the very fabric of reality. Consciousness might operate in a similar way, a field that shapes our individual realities. So I challenge you to become a conscious surfer of your own present moment. Pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations. Notice how they ebb and flow. By directing your focus, you can begin to shape your experience of the now, riding the cosmic wave with intention and awareness.